If humans ever break the speed of light, Earth might become the smallest thing we've ever discovered. Right now, the universe has a rule. Nothing outruns light. Not planets. Not stars. Not even information itself. And yet, scientists think there may be a loophole hidden inside space-time itself. A loophole so bizarre it could turn impossible travel into reality. Imagine a spacecraft that doesn't move through space at all. Instead, it bends space around it. That's warp drive. A giant ring surrounding the ship would crush space in front of it and stretch space behind it. The ship stays still while the universe moves. Which means technically, we never break the speed limit. We cheat it. And this is where it gets weird. At just 10 times the speed of light, Mars stops feeling distant. The trip would take barely over a minute. The sun? Less than a minute away. Suddenly, the terrifying emptiness of space starts shrinking before our eyes. But that's not even the craziest part. The edge of our solar system, the mysterious Oort cloud, would take only a few months to reach. Distances that once defined human limitation would become casual commutes. And then comes the real question. If another Earth exists somewhere out there, how long until we find it? Alpha Centauri suddenly becomes reachable. Proxima Centauri b, a planet that may hold oceans, clouds, maybe even life, transforms from a blurry telescope image into humanity's first destination. For the first time in history, humans wouldn't just look at stars. We'd invade them. And that's when things changed. The moment warp drive works, humanity stops being a planetary species. Colonies would spread across nearby star systems like wildfire. Entire civilizations could rise under alien skies before Earth even realizes what it started. But here's the strange part. The faster we travel, the bigger the universe becomes. At 10 times light speed, reaching distant exoplanets still takes years. So humanity pushes harder. Faster. 100 times light speed. Then 1,000. Now planets like Kepler 442b and Kepler 452b finally enter reach. Worlds over 1,000 light-years away could be visited within a human lifetime. For explorers, this would feel like magic. But every discovery creates a darker question. What if we're not alone? Imagine arriving on a habitable planet after centuries of dreaming, only to discover signs that someone was already there. Ruins. Signals. Megastructures orbiting distant suns. And this is where it gets terrifying. Warp drive wouldn't just let us explore the cosmos. It would expose us to everything hiding inside it. Because the universe is unbelievably huge. Our Milky Way alone stretches roughly 200,000 light-years across. Even at absurd speeds, crossing it would still take decades. Meaning countless civilizations could exist without ever meeting each other. But that's not even the biggest problem. The universe itself is expanding. Galaxies are drifting away faster and faster. Some regions of space are already moving beyond our reach forever. In other words, there are places in the cosmos humanity may never touch, no matter how advanced we become. And that realization changes everything. Because warp drive doesn't make us gods. It reminds us how small we really are. But the greatest twist isn't distance. It's energy. To bend space-time itself, a warp drive would require unimaginable power. More energy than entire civilizations currently produce. We're talking about engineering on a stellar scale, which leads to an even crazier possibility. Before humanity builds warp ships, we may have to rebuild the sun itself. Scientists have imagined something called a Dyson Sphere, a colossal structure surrounding the sun to capture nearly all its energy output. Not a power plant. A cosmic engine. And here's the unsettling part. Any civilization advanced enough to build warp drive would probably need something like this first. Meaning if alien species exist, we shouldn't search for spaceships. We should search for stars behaving unnaturally. Suddenly, every strange flicker in deep space becomes suspicious. Every missing star. Every unexplained signal. Every impossible object. Maybe the first evidence of alien life won't be creatures. Maybe it'll be infrastructure. And that's when the entire idea of warp travel flips upside down. Because once humanity gains the power to cross galaxies, we also become visible, loud, detectable, A new presence announcing itself into the dark. But here's the question nobody asks. If faster than light travel is truly possible, then why hasn't anyone reached us already? Maybe they're too far away. Maybe they're hiding. Or maybe civilizations that unlock warp drive don't survive long enough to use it. And somewhere out there, drifting silently between the stars, could be the remains of species that once asked the exact same question we just did.